How's it going?
It's going.
Here we are, back on the Benton Mackaye. It's been probably a few weeks. Weather is a lot better. And there's like a cross-country race taking place here. It's like a 75-mile run or something. So we're continuing on this section. We did the first section starting out at the Amical Visitor Center. You can see that in the previous videos. And so there's probably going to be quite a bit of traffic coming through here with people running and hiking. So have to be careful here. Jim is here, and he has got his new backpack. It's a Ixos. It's really nice. It's black and orange. My two favorite color schemes there. And so we've got about a mile or two uphill starting out, and it seems like it's going to be fairly easy here from here on out. Here comes the runners.
Thank you.
Here.
Started number 20.
Did not know that there was going to be a race going on. So, but it's nice. Packs are a little lighter. Not so much stuff to carry this time. Last time you went, it was nothing but rain. Lots of rain. So now it's nice and warm. Well, it's actually kind of chilly, but comparatively speaking, and it's also going to be no rain. So I will show you the trail as we go along. We're just starting out right here from Highway 60. Hey, to the top of that hill. There's a nice little uphill there. Right at the beginning. Right from Highway 60. And so now we're cruising along, probably, I don't know, maybe 8 miles today. How's it going? Probably 8 miles or so. Set up camp and have some grub. I've got that, I brought a different underquilt. Instead of my hammock gear underquilt, I've got the one I got from Steve Hazel on Etsy. It's a Costco quilt modified into an underquilt, and he made it special for me where it's got an additional underquilt, Costco quilt, attached to it by some little buckles. So it's going to be kind of a double layer, and I think it'll probably be supposed to get down into like the mid 40s, probably 45, something like that. So I'm going to see how it does down to the 40s. And if it does it down to the 40s, then that'll be great. We'll see how far I can push that. It's probably about, like, as far as pack size, it's probably about half the size of my hammock gear 20-degree incubator. The whole thing fits inside of one of those little Costco quilt bags, so it's packed in there, but it works. So I'll keep you tuned about that. When I get to camp, remind me, I'll show it to you. And well, we're climbing again. Take a look. There's Jim. There's his new pack he's got. Ixos 58, but it's orange or red. Pretty sweet. I've never seen that combination, that color combination. I've only seen them like in black and blue, I think, and then in green like mine. So They weigh in about, guess, 2 pounds, I think, without the lid. So it's a good light pack, not heavy. It's got plenty of room. There's one big mesh pocket on the back. One little important detail of this hike is that the pollen count is probably about 4,000. So the leaves are blooming. My ears are blocked up, but that's okay. My son went to take his driver's test yesterday. He'll be 17 next month, and he was upset because he didn't pass. Ran over a couple cones. So the driver kind of suggested that he practice a little more and try it again. Needless to say, he was very disappointed. But you know, it's a learning thing, so we're going to practice some more and probably go back next week and let him try it again. Give him a chance to get his license because he's excited about it. But what I was going to say is, with the pollen being the way it is, I've been blocked up, and so have both the kids. And Miles went to the doctor this morning and got some medicine for ear infections and sinus infection. So I think he wasn't feeling good yesterday on his driving test. He didn't want to say anything. He didn't want to, you know, get to where he couldn't take the test if we told him if he said he was sick. So I think that had a big impact on his driving. How you doing today?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, there's one just like you ahead.
Have we almost to the top of the hill yet?
Almost.
No.
Cool. Another couple miles.
A couple miles, yeah.
Well, I've been climbing up here for a while. Got a pretty nice view. Take a look at the view. Some mountains over here. I'm not sure which mountains those are. Well, we've gone up the top of the hill. We're heading close to the top. Kind of still goes up there. You can see the uphill there. Jim is gone. Jim's been a billy goat today. So, just a little 360 here. Real pretty. Beautiful weather. I got this shirt. It's like really thin fabric. I got it at Sportsman's Warehouse. And it is great. It's nice and cool and thin and light. I got 2 of them, so they're great. They're on clearance. So anyway, I'm gonna head that way, right up the trail. Up here catching my breath. I'd show you a view here. In the summer you probably wouldn't see this too much. So I figured I'd get it for you so you can see it. Mountains all around us. There's the trail marker. And there's Jim. I see him up there. He's like a streak of lightning going up the hill here. Alright, so here we are we started out right there where the green is. Suches, Georgia 60. Georgia 60. And right now we are at the top of Walala Mountain. So we've gone 2 miles. We've gone 1.9 miles. And we are at the top of the hill. We've been going uphill this whole time. You can see there the going up. We're right there now. And we've got to start our downhill here pretty soon. So it's been a beautiful hike. Seen quite a few people out here. We've seen the runners, and we just had another backpacker come by. And so right up here at the top, stop for a snack. Jim's getting something to eat. So we're gonna keep heading on down the trail, going right up there where that blaze is. Alright, looking up ahead, we're going the trail. We're going to wind it around this, up there, and over that mountain there. I think it's Lick Log. That's where we're heading, going up and around. It's about 1,200 feet elevation. Here we are at the top of Lick Log Mountain. Take a look at that. So I'm not sure what the elevation is, but it was a good steady uphill for a ways. It's like 1,200 feet up, I think, in elevation. And there is a campsite up here. No water, but there is a campsite. Jim is killing it with his new Osprey Exos 58 backpack. Check out those colors. Rocking, huh? Rolling downhill, boys. Need to get some sun on these legs. Gone down a little ways, down from the top of Lick Log, and we've gotten here. There's a water sign here. Pretty nice little campsite. And so I guess there is water down the slope, but I think it's like a pretty steep climb down to get to the water. But this is an option if you wanted to set up camp here. Nice fire ring, some good trees. Definitely some good hammock trees. So,
oh yeah, this would be a good spot for hammocks.
Yep. Good hammock location. We're heading on down the trail, following the white diamonds. Here we are. Duncan Ridge Trail straight. Benton Mackaye left. So we were sharing treadway. You're on the Duncan Ridge right now, and the Benton Mackaye. So Benton Mackaye goes that way. Duncan Ridge continues straight up that hill. And that says Duncan Ridge. Somebody made that. That's cool, huh? All right. So, and this says Duncan Ridge, Benton Mackaye down there. So we're going that way. Nice little uphill there too. Been a lot of steep climbs today, guys.
There's Lick Log back that way.
Oh yeah, right there. There's the Lick Log. We just came over that. Right at the very top of that baby. Right back down. Then we had to climb back up here again. So if you take this, the Duncan Ridge Trail here, I believe that will, if you take that, that'll take you circular around And then you can jump on to, I think, the AT to go to Blood Mountain. Little note of information, I just checked the map. From where we started at Highway 60, heading north on the Benton Mackaye trail, or Benton Mackaye, I'm getting confused about that. But from there to the Duncan Ridge Trail intersection, it's right about 5 miles. And it took us, what, 3 hours? Something like that. So it's a good, it could be a good day hike or afternoon hike. So anyway, that's a little point of reference for you. Alright, so here's a question for you. Why am I out here walking in the woods? I mean, there's a trail and it goes in between these trees. And there's trees everywhere and you got uphills and downhills. And you've got beautiful views and you're getting exercise, burning off some calories that you need to burn off, maybe help your blood pressure a little bit, maybe get you into a smaller waist size. But the thing is, you got to get out enough. You can't go once a month because that's not enough, right, to really get some trail legs going. But it brings me back to the question of why walk in the woods? I mean, you could just walk down the street. You could go to the mall and walk. So I get, it's almost like there's some deep-seated thing in us that makes us want to go out in the woods. Especially these days, it seems like the woods are really, really popular. You see a lot more people out here than you used to, and you know, there's trails popping up, and these trails, I'll say, they're wonderfully maintained, and they got these cross-country races like we saw this morning, so there's something about it. So maybe you can tell me, what is it that makes somebody want to walk in the woods? I think I might have one plausible reason for people that really want to get out and get into the woods and walk in the woods for no apparent reason. And I think that reason is possibly the fact that you can get away from all the hustle and bustle of society and just traffic and, you know, being busy with your daily agenda and all the, you know, just doing this and doing that and your to-do list for this and to-do list for that. And that could be part of it, because when you get out in the woods, you don't really think about that stuff too much. You think more about where you're going to cook dinner, where you're going to make camp, where you're going to find water. Those are all fun things to do. So maybe I answered my own question. If you have any other reasons, please put that in the message down below in the message area. That would be awesome. Take a look at this. Forest has kind of changed a little bit from where we were before. A lot more coverage, a lot more pine trees, some laurel around. I guess that's probably because of the lower elevation. But I think we probably have 2 or 3 more miles, a couple miles to go before we get to camp. But I think it's going to be fairly smooth downhill. So there was a really good bit of uphill in the beginning of that section, but coming down here, this has been a joy for like the last mile. Just cruising along. It's nice and cool outside. We need to get Doug Robinson out here. Anybody knows who Doug Robinson is? He needs to figure out a way to take a day off of work. Come with us. So that's a message for you, Doug. You've got to work on that. Get some woods therapy in. Okay, well, we're going to keep rolling down the trail. And when I get to camp, I'll give you a good view of camping. Jim's got a new stove. It's wind something or other.
MSR wind burner.
MSR wind burner. Never been used, brand new. It's like a completely encapsulated system. And I guess it operates differently than a standard stove. And I guess it'll get you a boil in like 2 minutes or something. So I'm gonna show you guys that, and probably in a separate video. But I'll show you that in this video too, just so you can see what it's about. Or we're gonna do a test on it, see how we like it. I've got my Mini Bull Designs. Let's see, it's a BIOS number 5. Mini Bull Designs BIOS number 5. I'm gonna use tonight for my dinner. And so, as of now, oh, here's a road. There's a road up ahead.
Skeena Gap Road.
Which road is it?
Skeena Gap.
Skeena Gap Road.